Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss Cricut terminology. In the Cricut community, it may be overwhelming when you don't know most of the words we use. It's like a new language, so today I'm here to help you out with terms you must know as a beginner, which I created a guide to Cricut crafting terminology. I will demonstrate each term next week, so stay tuned. If you have any additional questions, I can answer them in the comments. I will also link some Cricut Amazon items in the description down below if you need anything. Number 1, permanent vinyl has a much stronger adhesive backing material, usually made of polymer. Permanent vinyl will last up to 3 years and can be used for window decals, stencils, and decoration. The transfer tape is sold separately. And if you ever want to remove vinyl off a window, let's say, it will leave a residue behind because it is hard to remove. Now let's talk about removable vinyl. It is essentially a sticker and it is only ideal for indoor use. Removable vinyl can easily peel off without leaving any sticky marks on the outside of your surface. It will not damage the paint on the walls or objects, nor will it leave residue on the glasses. Transfer tape is also sold separately, but you will need it to transfer over. HTV or iron-on. HTV stands for heat transfer vinyl and is a vinyl that uses heat to adhere to a variety of materials such as shirts, pillows, cotton tote bags, and more. HTV has a heat-active adhesive backing material, usually made of polymer, and transfer paper is already included. The vinyl must be placed shiny side down and mirrored before you cut your project. Transfer tape. Transfer tape also is known as application tape. It is a paper or plastic film that can be placed on top of a sticker or a piece of vinyl to make that sticker easier to apply. Transfer tape allows the installer to see exactly where they are placing the sticker on a surface. And then you have a print and cut option. Print and cut is when an image is printed on an inkjet printer and can be cut with your Cricut machine afterwards. You'll need printer paper on a Cricut cutting mat for your machine to cut the image. And make sure your bleed setting is on before you make it. This method is great for stickers usually. There's also infusible ink. Infusible ink bonds to material using transfer sheets and pens. Infusible ink is an exclusive Cricut product that allows you to personalize and decorate various items such as apparel, coasters, and totes. Unlike iron-on transfers where your design is attached on top of a base material using adhesive. Number 7, SVG file. And that is a scalable vector image that separates into multiple edible layers. Vector images can be resized while remaining crisp. SVG files are ready to use in Design Space with no editing or cleaning, and this is ideal image you'd want to use in Design Space. And a PNG file is a portable network graphic that is made from a set amount of pixels and will distort and become grainy after enlarging too much. When you send it to cut, you will only see an outline of an entire image, not the individual layers. The file itself is flat, and this type of image is best to print and cut. Number 9, a zip file is a computer file that has been compressed to take less storage, often carrying the extension zip. These files must be unzipped from the zip folder before you can import them into Design Space. And then there's weeding. Weeding is the act of removing excess or negative vinyl after you cut your image with your Cricut machine, using a tool such as a weeder. You want to remove vinyl you don't want from your carrier sheet or vinyl project. And then there is burnishing. Sometimes you may hear us say that when you are pushing your vinyl with a scraper tool to secure it to your transfer tape or to secure it to your project. When using your transfer tape, you'll often burnish or rub the transfer tape to adhere it to the material you are using. Rubbing the transfer tape also helps remove any bubbles for a smooth application. Then there's canvas. It is similar to a physical canvas. The Design Space canvas refers to an area where you will design your projects. On the canvas, you will add and edit projects, images, and text. And you have the word blank. That's the item in which you'll be applying vinyl to. Typically, you'd say you want to apply vinyl to your blanks, such as a t-shirt, wood, or canvas. And welding, this will merge two items together to make them one item in Design Space. A feature in the Edit Tool tab, the weld option allows you to connect a word or project together as one before you cut. Attach and detach. The Attach tab helps to hold your cuts to each other on the cutting mat as in the canvas in Design Space. Use Attach when you want items or words to stay together and cut exactly the way you want on the cutting mat. After attaching your product, you want to detach if you need to change anything. Then there's layer. Each image on your canvas in Design Space is considered a layer. You can see each layer in the Layers panel to the right of your canvas. Next to each layer is an eye icon that you can use to hide or reveal a layer, and your mats will distort by color so you can layer each colored vinyl individually. Group and ungrouping. Group will take layers and group them together in Cricut Design Space while letting them retain their individual actions. Ungroup will take a previously grouped layer and revert it back to single layers, and your image will not stay together when you go click on Make It. Contour. A tool in Design Space that allows you to delete or hide unwanted pieces from your projects. You will need to ungroup an image first if it has multiple layers. Curve. Allows you to curve text from a simple arc all the way into a circle. This tool only works on desktops and not mobile devices. Flatten. It takes cut images and flattens them together. It can be used to create a print and cut image or one specific cut file. Select the layers you would like to flatten together by clicking Select All or hold down the Control button while clicking the layers. Flip. Design Space allows you to flip your image vertically or horizontally on the canvas using the Flip button in the edit bar. Basically, it creates a reflection. Mirror. This is used when cutting HDV or infusible inks so that the design is right-sided up or readable once applied to fabric, shirts, etc. When you send your project to your mat in Design Space, there will be a mirror option before you cut. Offset. Offset is a feature in Design Space that allows you to add a background shadow to your text and images. This feature is only available on desktops. Letter spacing. This is up in the top toolbar and allows you to add or subtract space between letters. If you upload a cursive font and the letters are not attached, you can subtract the spacing between the letters by going up to the toolbar under letter space. Slice. Slice is a tool used by Design Space to split two overlapping images or text into different parts, thus creating new cut paths for your Cricut machine. This will cut out the item on the uppermost layer from the item on the lowest layer. Templates is a background picture that you can add to your canvas in order to help you visualize your design. You can change the color and size of templates to suit your needs. Aligning. It helps you line up different layers on your canvas. You use this align tool for text and shapes to line up perfectly in Cricut Design Space. In order to use align, simply highlight your selected image, go to the toolbar on top, and in the center it says align. Arrange. When working in Design Space, you may have different layers. If so, the Arrange button will allow you to control which layer is at the front of your design and which layer is at the back of your design. Line type. Cut, draw, score, engrave, deboss, wave, perforate, and foil are all examples of line type in Design Space. Line type refers to the material you are using and how your machine will interact with your materials. Registration marks. The registration marks may help aligning one layer on top of the other layer perfectly before you layer your vinyl. You can add any shape anywhere on your canvas in Design Space and use that shape as a mark for each layer. Duplicate. Duplicate is like using a copy and paste function from other software programs, but it does it all in one step. You can also use the duplicate button found in the upper right-hand corner of your Design Space canvas. Go button. The cut button refers to the Cricut logo button to the left side of your machine. Press this button to initiate a cut. Calibration. Adjust the Cricut to scan, print, and cut projects more accurately. Machine recalibration needs to be completed periodically. Cricut Access is a subscription plan for the Cricut Image Library. It contains more than 100,000 non-licensed images, fonts, and ready-to-make projects. New members may sign up for a free 30-day trial when creating an account for Design Space. Free images are also available in Design Space without a subscription. Design Space. All Cricut machines come with Design Space software. You can access, edit, and personalize your projects from any device, anytime using Design Space app. Design Space also allows the ability to upload your own image designs. Thank you all for watching. If you thought this video was helpful, please let me know in the comments down below.